Chapter 6 Sri Sadguru said, in this Kali Yuga, when the entire planet is overrun with the mlechas, chanting the divine names is the only way of spiritual advancement. Only the chanting of divine names eradicates the evils of this Kali Yuga. There is no other effective way available to overcome the evil propensities of this Kali Yuga. In this Yuga, one can easily gain all the coveted accomplishments singing in the praise of Sri Krishna. Hence, wise men and the sadhus who look to the better side of everything acclaim the Kali Yuga. Though Kali is very sinful, it never troubles those pious Bhagavatas who engage in chanting the names and glories of Sri Krishna. In this Kali Yuga, one gets unswerving faith in the efficacy of Hari Kirtan only as an outcome of accumulated merits of previous births. The Pulayas, the hunters, the Muslims, and all others belonging to low castes who oppose the Vedic religion get purified and become Bhagavatas due to the effect of the chanting of the names of Lord Hari. Haridasa, a devout disciple of Sri Gauranga, was born as a mlecha and yet became a great Bhagavatottama. He had lost his parents and had no family of his own. He had developed total detachment. Poor and upright, he lived from alms. He was habitually chanting the divine names of Hari in a very loud voice, incessantly. Every day, he used to repeat the divine names 2 lakh times. Getting his darshan and coming into contact with him, even a harlot got purged of her sins and developed staunch devotion to Lord Krishna. He lived in the forest named Pulia, situated on the bank of the Ganga. There he used to chant the divine names of Hari incessantly to the accompaniment of clapping of hands. Thus, living in the forest and endlessly singing the name of Hari, he gained deep loving devotion to Sri Krishna, the divine son of Nanda. In his sanctifying presence, due to the potency of the divine name, even wild and cruel animals became gentle and adopted the dharma of ahimsa, non-violence. A proud and puffed up scholar abused Haridasa's chanting of the divine names of Lord Hari. As a result, this notorious sinner was afflicted by a chronic and serious disease. A great sadhu named Advaitacharya offered the remnants of food served to the Brahmanas during Shraddha ceremony of his departed father to the noble Haridasa. By this gesture, he was convinced that his mains in the Pitraloka would be redeemed. Such a great devotee like Haridasa, whose only abiding passion of life was chanting the divine names of Lord Hari, was never there before and would never be there in future. In this world or in the next, the sadhus were all drawn to him, enchanted by his ardent devotion to Lord Hari, as the bees are drawn to the blooming champaka tree. That great and exalted personality became very famous. The unfortunate mlechas became jealous of him. At the command of the religious chief of them, all the Muslims became enraged and whipped the steadfast and firm-minded Haridasa. The mlechas, taking the pleasure in being cruel, in doing cruel deeds, never got tired of beating him and asking him to give up the chanting of Sri Hari name. Sri Haridasa was not aware of what was happening to him. He was intoxicated with the luscious sweetness of Namakirtan. His body drenched in blood. He was dancing like a madman, singing the divine name of Sri Krishna. At last, that great devotee fell down to the ground, chanting the divine name of Sri Krishna, and swooned. Those cruel men threw him into the Ganga and went home. Devi Ganga, who had descended from the holy feet of Sri Vishnu and who purges all the 3 worlds, caressed him with her hands of cool waters and consoled him. The Mahatma regained consciousness and stood up with folded hands. He prayed to Lord Madhava that those wicked persons should be blessed with the best of the boons. Those Muslims were very much moved. They repented for what they had done and surrendered themselves at his feet. Sri Haridasa, the man of forbearance, took them closer. With all kindness, he taught them the glory of divine name as proclaimed by the Vedas. Due to the spiritual potency of his sacred association, those Muslims and all their families became great Vaishnavas, taking delight in chanting the divine names. This firm minded great man, Haridasa, was the outstanding devout disciple of Sri Krishna Chaitanya, the very embodiment of divine name of Sri Krishna. Sri Gauranga Deva drew the Bhakta Haridasa, who was keeping distance due to his humility and modesty, closer and hugged him again and again. One who reads the life story of Sri Haridasa with reverence develops unflinching faith in the chanting of the divine name of Lord Hari. Thus ends chapter 6, entitled Haridasa Charitam of Book 4 of Sri Vaishnava Samhita, composed by Shri Krishna Premi Swamigal.